How you doing, everybody? Blazing Snake here, coming at you live with the Out of the
See
Worlds
reports
2.
to soil my trousers violently. How concerned should I be about this whole rift situation?
That's how long I get to do that. But anyway, I had done a few other things off stream. Um, so I basically got Marisol maxed out in party thing. And I had unknowingly walked into plot relevance, so that reminds me.
Futures filled me with dread for so long, but now, sure. Even
Okay.
after everything that's happened, I wouldn't change a thing. Sure. Looking low on ammo there, Commander. I could help you whip something up.
Your continued patronage is, of course.
Zeb always wanted to bring change to Arcadia. Sure. Whatever you need, Commander. Just name. Sure.
So in other words, that was freaking worthless. But yeah, I was playing a little bit earlier, or not a little bit earlier, but yesterday, and got through some stuff.
I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion now. How might we be of use to one another?
Yes! Excellent! Take that, reductionists! Your horrid little surveillance devices shall finally be used for what their purpose should have been!
Don't tell anyone about that outburst, please. Here's something to keep you quiet. Yes, you've earned not only my trust, but the Order's as well. I hope you'll continue working with us in the future. I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. She can be found in the room off the main stairwell. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about...
Mr. Howe.
The Order has always proclaimed patience as a virtue, but I am pleased my waiting is finally at its endpoint. For so long, you have only existed as numerical values on a chart. A bright star in a constellation of possibilities, as it were. Now with your arrival, the Order nears the totality of its goals, provided you are willing to stay aligned with our cause. As I told you in my message, a splinter group was responsible for recruiting your fellow agent and tasking her to perpetrate that heresy. The conviction of those radicals was such that they elected to perish from exposure to Cloister's wilderness to avoid fouling their interpretation of the data was at odds with mine. I forbade them taking action. To no avail, obviously. I disavowed their action.
That sure will be some comfort the next time one of my stumps seizes up.
This kind of collateral damage is precisely what I was hoping. Now then, I gather you already know who I am, but science has shown that good manners strengthen developing relationships. I am Ruth Basar, third presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant, supreme calculator, and, plan willing, the architect of Arcadia's prosperous future. My sensory deprivation chamber. I spend the majority of my days closed inside the silence, dulling myself against the tedious excesses of the body and mind. It's a rather personal apparatus, customized to my biological measurements. Would you ask to try on a stranger's undersuit? Your recent exploits at Greater Tranquility Station have certainly made for confronting an assassin, and thereby sparing the delegates' lives before the rift inexplicably destroyed the station. Such a commendable effort is worthy of acknowledgement. Yes, by all reports it was. But the plan evidently has greater outcomes prepared for Vicar Levin. He is, at that. I consider him a close personal friend, and I cannot say that about many. However, there's something of even greater import we must discuss. It's recently come to my attention that secret communications have been exchanged between Laplace's garden and the undisputed claim. Do you know anything about that? I should have known. Vicar Levin has made this appeal to me at least thrice since his return. He really cannot accept a solution he did not devise. Were it so easy, delegates would not have been required prior to now. Don't feel ashamed. Not even. I will speak with Levin and tell him to cease all transmissions with the Undisputed. But now, let us move on from this discussion. The archive remains at the forefront of my mind, as it must be on yours, or else you would not be here. Walk me through your plan, then. Once the data is processed, what then? And so it may, but perhaps we are putting this until the Order has control over the archive again. This discussion... Charmingly put. But yet, any way I interpret the numbers, it is obvious the plan brought you here to deliver the archive out of... But before we go further, you should be aware. Are you prepared to accept that consequence? Nobly put. But Auntie Cleo made herself an enemy of all Arcadia when she sent her forces into our colony. Do not assign yourself guilt for what... Let us now discuss the particulars...
Be entirely honest, in terms of corporate bullshit, I'm like Johnny Silverhand.
Fortunately, I have given this some thought, and already have a strategy in place. First, we must reclaim Spyreton from the enemy. Spyreton once served as the Order's headquarters, due to its More importantly, there is a lift located in Spyreton which can deliver our troops into the archive to assist you against the Protectorate. Unlocking and calling that lift can only be done from within the archive, however. So you will need... Fortunately, I am told you already dealt with the cultists there. Unfortunately, you will still need to find a way past a small rift currently blocking. A prudent course of action, though I would also advise caution. Praetor, there is a computronical key that you will also need to locate. The Calcaduceus grants special access to the archive. Once it is back in order... Nothing more is writ on my chalkboard at the moment. Undoubtedly, all the more reason to adhere to the plan of taking Spyreton and moving Order troops. Exemplars will take this access. Once inside, it may you achieve...
Failed to cite her work completely. I worked with presiding Bishop Orlo, you know. Now there was a serious scientist...
Liberate.
Precisely. I was informed to expect you here and now. It is time, yes, that we commit our forces to your intended assault on Spyreton? Oh, a change in plan. An unanticipated strategic refinement. We shall await our scheduled reinforcements. Should be here in no time. I'm sure they'll arrive at the most.
Investigating hostile intentions. Your way. Go for fortification.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Revolve in the head. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Standing by to stupefy.
Let me know if you needed a stretch.
Oh.
See, protectorate's work, no doubt. Isn't there supposed to be a way to unseal this near the archive's entrance?
Calculations to think about. You've advanced the plan. You shall regret it.
Okay, that would have been a better way in next time instead of full frontal. Okay. I'm gonna need to bring Valerie because she got an upgrade in that bot facility. Why can't I just go straight?
Near death's not a good look, Commander.
Our path appears to be severely obstructed, Commander. Incoming mortar fire. Agents are advised to duck and...
Oh, hell no. Oh yeah, the workers' strike thing, and then hadn't helped young Nia out with whatever was going on in there. Let me look upon you. You look like one of the boys from Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Wilds. Except skinny. The salamander thing's an oil basin. Is what I was referring to. It just looked goofy. Those are the big monkey things. Well, we're here because can I get back up?
Security level.
unlocked.
Restoring the balance.
Jesus Christ, how many of these guys are there?
Disturbance detected!
Ready to assist with injuries detected. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Not that way.
Alert. An upgrade module compatible with your armor unit is nearby. Injuries detected. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Yeah.
That seems infinite.
Retreat moving to cover.
This might sting. A lot. Step aside.
Swine.
Retreat moving to cover.
Enemy spotted.
More wanting to see if there's a way in there this way. Shooting mortars at me.
Still too many corporate bootlickers drawing air around here.
Unfriendly company.
That was actually a good shot.
Protectorate personnel, only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not of the
Emergency protocols ready. This wasn't crime!
no target.
I wasn't wanting that.
Zero life forms detected in hangar.
Attention, IRC staff. Please head inside for an
Mandatory? That's not good. Those are always bad news.
Disturbance detected disruptive.
Due to an anomalous event, the interstitial hall and exhibition tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype Rift Anomaly Modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher office.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept. I address you today, but I cannot do it alone.
of the consul's speech to that of other dictators suggest a high likelihood that a coup has occurred.
I smell regicide. The sovereign's certainly dead.
Ready to assist.
I know
Could
how
what?
this looks, but I can assure you then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now. For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you. I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current.
I'd be more than happy to accelerate that timeline. I am quite handy with sharp instruments, if you prefer it done quiet-like. It has always worked.
Do I know you? Your voice?
I don't think...
Well, your assistant seems spirited, but do not mistake me. I only want... Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong, naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, coincidence is not causation, I know. But with recent sabotage comes foremost to mind, though the perpetrator and I should have known you were here for the prototype. But for what ill-begotten, if that is true, then your goals and mine may be in, Even though we have I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me. Whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and help you with acquisition? Assuredly not. If, however, in your exploration of the lab, what I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. The prototype rift modulator is currently... Once you have the be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you that is what we've agreed upon. Valancourt keeps all of the items he confiscates from the staff in a locked closet in his quarters. There may be something pertaining to the...
Inside it that wants to come out. You can all hear that, right?
Initiate. Pulling back.
saw weapons, and I'm like, ooh.
The Rift Anomaly Modulator. Still my heart. To interact with the Rifts will be to touch perfection.
Quickly, use the modulator to open the rift. It may provide your only avenue for escape.
To the unsubtle thief. Yes, you with the rift mod. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the interstitial reconfiguration. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. A crude assessment and utterly untrue. I am perfectly... I suspect you did not reach here unaided. So who was it? Which... Act glib if you like. All you've done is illustrate the need for more invasive auditing of my personnel. I'll be... Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date. Does such... So be it.
Enemy spotted.
Disruptive influences! Don't let that...
Alrighty then.
Aggressor at hand.
You know what? Intolerable disruption!
Miranda would have been 17 today. I can scarce imagine her. My little son. Nearly a woman grown. Will she recognize her father, I wonder? After all he has done to bring her back, will she gaze upon him with pride? Happiest of returns, Miranda. I trust this year to be the last one we share apart.
This was the Sovereign's room? So much room for...
Don't be reluctant to unfold any rifts you come across using the modulator. They may inject something useful.
The prototype Rift Anomaly Modulator may have use here, Commander.
Yeah.
Suppose there's been another incident?
Sharp enough. Out here, Bob.
Give care to your
For my sake. I wonder where it's hiding.
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay and mental refreshment. Matriarch's blessing. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the module. There's the sorry excuse of interstitial reconfiguring. Rifts reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner. But use your imagination to conjure the original scene that could lead us to the evidence we need. What a mess. It's worse than I remember. You've discovered something. I knew it! I am absolved. And yet, I would characterize Valancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. For all the time I've spent, I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. I think I can form it. Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront Valancourt. Now, I'm no longer willing to wait for the arc of justice to bend in my favor. Valancourt needs to die for what he's done. I'll go first. Follow behind. I'll keep Valancourt talking. Oh, and there's also a rift in the hangar. An experimental byproduct, as it were.
Pleasant as I find your company, I must ask you to vacate the area at once.
Holy
And prepare
crap!
defenses against an intruder.
Hold the pleasantries, Valancourt. I know you sabotaged the experiment that nearly killed me and the Sovereign. I have the proof.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Such a belligerent tone is unbecoming from one of your profession.
Don't tell me to calm down, you traitorous worm. You attempted to assassinate the Sovereign, and don't dare deny it.
For you to have discovered that, you'd have needed to reopen the rift. Ah, you're collaborating with the thief, aren't you? Oh, Doctor, big mistake.
I'm going to report you to Central Control. The Sentinels should know one of their own has gone rogue.
Oh, shall I quake and quiver? Your threats are wasted air. We Sentinels are now empowered to act extrajudiciously. I was merely taking initiative. It matters not if the Consul failed to recognize my foresight at the time. All came to right in the end, now that simpleton Varric is off the throne. You've turned into such a disappointment, Sophia. First, you blunder my perfect plan with your disgusting heroism. And now you conspire with outsiders.
That outsider barely needed my help. Of the two of us, clearly it is you whose job efficacy has most deteriorated.
Bold of you to assume I don't have everything under control. Or did you think I hadn't cottoned on to this obvious distraction?
Distraction? I don't know what...
You did not fight long enough. Guard, see to this intruder with extreme prejudice.
This might sting.
Oh, gotta lock in.
us always to train. Morale will certainly improve in the lab now. I had prepared this trauma kit, but obviously that turned out to be an unnecessary precaution. Please, take it. I'm not sure murdering the head of security. Have no fear.
Ooh.
Now that you have the Rift modulator, any previously inaccessible rift could be worth revisiting. Rifts may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem solving may be required.
I just want to get this thing done. I'll be right back. Gotta do something real quick. I'm back.
Commander, can we talk?
Commander, I've been thinking on the fact that so many of my slack-witted brethren believe it, so much so that I've missed the obvious. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Not from him. He was different from most of these slack-jawed I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a that cell you cleared out in Newton might have one of our... Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to...
Hopefully that's the same town where I need to go anyway.
I'm not just saying this because I take great joy in the killing of those who have betrayed me, but we should find some Glorious Dawn camps so I can send a message to...
Sure. I can. Would you like to see my wear? Few that.
My luck is that the device that I'm looking for is behind that sealed door. Oh.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this.
Yeah, I get the feeling I'm probably going to have to travel through some Andy's Choice guys. Not good. Oh, and no. This was the Protector camp that I freed those guys at. Yeah, I guess in a roundabout way, there wouldn't be an Auntie's Choice camp around here. That is a big gun. Why, Rift?
Captain, I fear I have a confession to make. I have found
Another object. Just excuse me. I don't think you have the authorization. It's fine, but don't get too close. All the items we put into the rift, they've been reconstituted, but in a state far different from their original configuration. Fascinating.
What? No,
Damn it. Reverted to its previous state. Is it a failing of the device or an inevitable effect of the passage of time? Perhaps the architect has imposed certain limits on the rifts. Observe. Unfair.
Just had to get something done.
I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin.
Bro, look like Kylo Ren.
Before.
What is wrong with you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do. Yes.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the... She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. I'm sorry, Asa.
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the Sentinel killing. Did you not hear me?
No. Set it up!
Set it up! I told Severin to meet us at a spot near here. Let's keep moving. I told Severin to meet us at a spot near here. Let's keep moving.
Better not be another dying light situation.
What is... No, let's just say I'm well lubricated.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
Maybe I didn't want to... I'm sorry, Asa. No.
Go for qualification.
Sentinels! The target is here!
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Perfection is perfect.
I can't believe the Exalted Leader sent Severin as bait. Not to mention betraying the Dawn to save her own life. Well, once I find her. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Prey.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Fortunately, we don't need to worry because my parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had.
I did mention all the killing, didn't I?
Changing magazine. Quickly moving to cover.
Also, there might be a possibility, not sure how strong of a possibility, that I might tackle Ready or Not as a chill series. Yay, arachnophobia!
Step aside, swine.
Tackle it via commander mode and whatnot, but at the same time, there's a lot of subject matter on there to where I'm like,
Central Control is open to no visitors. Turn around. Even standing this close to Central Control is a major infraction. You need to leave. Now.
Alarm! Intruder at Central Control!
Alright, locking in.
Providing a...
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Wrist weapon prime. All over it. That's style. Swine. Potential combatant in the vicinity.
Beneficent leader.
Fortifying teammate.
Step aside.
Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is it's enough to make...
Warning. Agent Lightinger's sanity profile is well below the
I'm just going to Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
Well, well, as a Helia Lightinger, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you've made it this far. In addition to your... though still somehow too thoroughly deluded to apprehend the truth. But then again, yes, well... can it truly even be considered betrayal if it was always...
What are you talking about?
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak. I see that Aza isn't the only one. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more corporate way of... If you have issue with the nature of humankind...
Dagmar, all this can't be...
And there it is. I almost... Oh, well. Such is life.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of disgusting metal and something to peel the
Give
skin
in to the
effectively.
hate.
I did that a long time ago. Did you somehow not...
Praetor Aza Helia Lightinger is in the compound. She is to be terminated forthwith.
Give in to your anger.
All guards, the Protectorate, converge on my position at once.
Bringing a knife to a gunfight.
ready to assist. Mind the needles.
They're closing in! Recommencing hostility! Greatly fond of lurkers. Edging
Unfriendly in combat range.
Dagmar would never let himself be found. He's sure to have it. We should find it.
Well, I'm waiting to hear your ineffectual arguments as to what...
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the true Protectorate. What other reason is there? And you. You were an obvious choice. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people. Which wrong people didn't she kill? We were supposed to work through intimidation and the Sure, maybe kill some subjects, those that could possibly become threats to the Protectorate, but not the dozens she... And then she started asking questions that would have led to her discovering the truth. She had to die.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar. She's dead. As am I. Our enthusiasm got the better of us. She should have sucked. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future. True. There may be those that do not accept my leadership. I can send out a general message. I suspect some. Enough to keep my knife skills up at least. It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
I really do hope, though, that I'm going to be able to play Ready or Not. Because like, I can play it. It's just like, the way that Ready or Not is, there's a lot more problematic content with it than a lot of other games I played. And trust me, I play a lot of messed up stuff, and I've said that as long as it's not nudity, it should be fine. The Ready or Not's fucked up. I'm actually surprised it released on console. And I'm not going to tackle Outer World, or I was about to say Outer Worlds. I'm not going to tackle Ready or Not quite yet until probably well after like Resident Evil 3 OG or something. Anyway, let's see what we can do about this bridge. Platforming in a first-person shooter game.
Refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
We're up against a lot of Protectorate firepower. You got a plan, or are we just gonna fly by the seat of our pants as per usual?
Mental refreshment centers are there to help you.
Well, we took Spyreton for them. If we can find a stealthy way to the Spyreton lift controls on this side, we can call them to send down troops.
I've got you covered, but I'd like to remind you that being set upon by an unexpected whirlwind of violence is also a great way to undermine a fighting...
All right.
The raw material for perfection. subject to the most exalted vigil. We must all fulfill our... The Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Assessor Ostergaard making a mess of things again?
We cherish all we have and defend it.
Hostile in proximity.
An explosive!
Getting the fight out of them.
Don't break it!
Package are deployed. Threat detected. Looks like the work of scavengers.
Find them, we find the missing part. Someone tapping into the power here?
Stranded on a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by the frigid cold and voracious wildlife. Starring noted self-taught survival expert. Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Were you left behind by your unit too? Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a rations tin. Likely I have. Was there a big console that looked like somebody just unceremoniously yanked? I might be convinced to part with them. I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be... As much as I appreciate the compliment, such work is beneath someone of my skills. If I... Their habitat... Here's a fetching... Have at it now. I'll learn you all about self-sufficiency and survival yet.
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Krabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals. Coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my
I ain't got no time for bullshit.
I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Krabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
We have possession of the lift and are ready to lend assistance to you, Agent. Awaiting the all-clear. Executing primary operation. Now!
I know it seemed kind of douchebaggery, but at the same time, I want to get this game done and over with.
Ah, our friends from the Order. Guessing their predictions were
I'll
favorable.
handle this.
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
There's enough. Purification in progress.
That's not what I wanted to do. Truth be told, I was surprised more so with how many were on that bridge.
We have possession of the lift and are ready to executing primary operation. Now!
Ah, our friends from the Order. Guessing their predictions were favorable.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
This looks like a M1 Grand. I wonder if it pings.
Always dreamt of coming here.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Not again. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Forgive me, I found my...
I didn't need to hear any of this. What a day to be sentient.
I am the Archive's current operator. I still have trouble saying that. Like many others, the late... If you have cleared I would pass the Caduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would... It will no doubt... Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required. there a protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
Did he freaking die?
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Nice replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the I am Ueniac. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resource effectively. My tone and demeanor are carefully constructed. My express programmatical to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure. To maximize the needs of to attract the most.
Is it broken?
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my tonality and cadence weightings within...
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in...
What approximates its mind has become...
One would assume that calamity...
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates.
No. Not when I can guide others out of worry and doubt. Not when there are bits to be made. We're talking...
The theorized method to purge myself of my erring others is slightly more involved. To avoid the requisite downtime, I endeavor to work around, well, my naysaying fuss budget. Only one perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though distinct information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities. Why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal... What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago. Though the amount you've provided is several orders of... To perform similar calculations of large...
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators. I am unlocking access to the Underlands. The subterranean cave network. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between... I can process the rift data without its repair. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of Crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes...
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained...
Our potential allies in the Order would not like that.
It is difficult to accurately ascribe... Attempts by non-Order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to... Issue. Inverting targeting protocol. Any Protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the archive. It is an archival area dedicated the sum total of all our accumulated knowledge.
Return later. Have a profitable day! In...
subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
What I'm trying to understand is it set to where like that because the other factions were trying to...
This one looks friendly. Watch yourself. You came from the outside. Does that mean we can finally escape? What? Oh... It's because the Archive controls the surface. Now, for more than a month, we've all been trapped in these caves. Or you're what? How? Regardless, if we are to maximize your odds of success, you'll want to speak with Provost Finch inside that. Though I would be absolutely ecstatic to offer you any information I have that would increase the odds of your success. No. A significant number of Angie's troopers are trapped down here with us. Though despite odds so outrageous, though, if I'm being honest, what else can I do to help you help? May the universal...
Sure, they're friendly now, but it's only a matter of time before they're tearing out each other's throats.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point. I just don't feel like he... like a human being if my back...
Auntie stresses that we should always be ready to ply our trade. I'm sure.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point.
Welcome to our misbegotten little camp. I'm the volunteer Sawbones here. Say, wandering type like you probably knows a bit about medicine. Oh, thank the... I'm on the lookout for a medicine sachet, but if it's a... But I'm...
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being if my back's not shaved clean. So, you want me to take care
Fortificator at ready status. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Step aside. Squad, double breaking.
I was hoping to ping. That's honestly what this rifle makes me think of is the M1 Garand. It's a service rifle around like I think World War I and World War II.
Proceeding to attack.
And for a rifle, it's not all that bad, to be honest. Like, the M1 Grand, I mean.
Caduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Anti's Choice field manager is present and unaccounted for.
Investigating hostile intentions. Capacitor unit away. Recharge
Protectorate engineers. Reckon they didn't prepare much.
Hostilities are afoot.
Pump mechanism needs repair. Any tools lying around?
Mobilizing.
I'm back. Probably not for much longer though, because I've got lunch.
Capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
I'm so glad this thing in bolt action.
Looks like it needs a fuse. A specific kind. Capacitor out.
Get him on the center side.
Dark.
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Way too many of these damn crab signs.
Reading that manual told me everything I needed to know about regulation of the Archive's temperature flow. Now my Crabbles are adapting to the warm waters. Such a pity that the Archive and the Crabbles cannot coexist in the same ecosystem. But the Crabbles need me. That babbling terminal can look after itself.
Toolkit. Could come in handy with repairs. capacitor deployed. Bring energy if you can reach it. Commander, throwing energy your way. Locking them down. Taking the fight out of them.
I'm on target!
Yeah.
Like, I do not remember his name. I've not played Dark Souls 3 in God knows how long. It was the Onion Knight guy that I was mimicking. It's like the first time you encounter him, you find an elevator thing. And he's trying to figure out how it works and whatnot.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Please proceed to cold storage to re-enable punch card retrieval.
Mobilizing. Capacitor unit away. Recharge.
Ah!
Capacitor out. Investigating hostile intel. Suffered extensive damage. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs. They're benumbed. Fortification in progress. Locking them down.
Step aside. Swine.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Proceeding to attack.
Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Hostile.
That was not the way I need to go. I mean, maybe it is, but...
Not sure there's a more efficient way of cooling a computronic system than building it out of an ice block.
Wonder if putting it in orbit
It would work.
It is fitting that we move underground to burn out every single root the Protectorate has left unpoisoned.
I'll handle this.
Go for fortification.
Anyone standing between us and our goal seems to have a very short life expectancy.
Retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable you to restore information. If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
This didn't happen naturally. These poor fools were flash frozen somehow.
Yeah, it's a messed up way to deal with them, but... Just gotta do what I'm doing and they'll melt.
Data free identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. What in the name of the... We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to know... What did you do? You mean to say we've been running ourselves ragged here, while the whole time there's a device that controls the entirety of the Archive's computronic systems? And it was in the Protectorate's possession? That's damnably... I mean, the paradigm is... What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to... Oh. During the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered... I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. It is my hope that... Wait, what did you do? What happened to my patients? Why have they been shattered? You monster!
Ratcheting up my aggression.
By my next victim, I get the hostiles about. I repudiate.
Replenishing my fire.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling Order traders pouring into the facility, and In that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits. And with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a grotesque sculpture of solid hoarfrost. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate, it would be a despicable lie to say my choice was driven by anything but abject cowardice, which now makes my duty clear. I must seek out Sentinel, confess my transgressions, and accept retribution. And I'll do so.
Combat probable.
Hostilities are afoot.
Just need my spine to re-stiffen a bit first.
Huh? Better take 4 Changing magazine. I'll handle this. Commander, throwing energy. Victory and death.
The planet.
Data reconstruction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition rig for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Hostilities are afoot.
Go through them if necessary.
Recharged and ready to maze. Enemy back. Forging ahead.
Just call me Zamasu. I just need a fake British accent. I'm smart.
There's the console. I am out. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. Standing by to stupefy. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Data brick now positioned to exit the archive. Initialize the final.
Business opportunities.
Thanks a lot, George. Thanks a lot.
Hope you're not afraid of heights. Looks like we've some jumping to do.
I am very much afraid of heights. Thank you very much.
Regain sight.
Passenger unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
The storage brick is on its way.
I'll say this for my colleagues in the Order. We certainly thought big with the Archive.
Torpificator at ready status.
They shooting, they shooting.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
About half mine. Ain't hard nothing.
The operator has returned.
For all their purported immaculacy, they certainly left a higgly...
Our illustrious ally. We do predict your hand.
Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside.
Felicitations on securing the archive. Moving forward, I'll function as your liaison for all matters pertaining to the archive. And in the meantime, restoring the archive to full functionality remains a top wonderful. Were we to operate the archive without proper heat district punch processing and reactor control have hidden caches with useful items as well. Although, you probably lack clearance to know that.
Cold storage is operational. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing.
I have unlocked another display.
The Borderlands buzzsaw.
Where next? Punch card processing or the reactor?
Now I will be conductor of the poop train. Anyway, in actual fact, that's about all the time we have. It's actually pretty productive, all things considered. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace. I'm out.